in Davidson County yesterday.
Officers and immigration authorities.
In early August 2025, a large-scale raid by the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement at a Costco store in Nashville, Tennessee, sparked a wave of intense controversy nationwide. With the headline "Massive ICE Raid at Tennessee Costco, Sanctuary Shattered in Nashville," the event was described as one of the largest immigration enforcement operations in recent U.S. history, with over 800 undocumented immigrants arrested in just minutes. If you're interested in this topic, comment number 1. The raid took place on August 4, 2025, at a Costco warehouse in the South Nashville area, a neighborhood with a large immigrant community, particularly those of Latin American origin. According to announcements from ICE and the Department of Homeland Security, the operation was part of Operation Patriot 2.0, a collaboration between ICE, the Tennessee Highway Patrol, the Drug Enforcement Administration, and the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives. The stated goal was to identify and arrest undocumented immigrants considered a threat to public safety. Among the more than 800 people arrested, ICE reported that 95 had criminal records or were wanted, and 31 had been previously deported but re-entered the U.S. illegally, an act considered a felony under federal law. The raid began in the early morning when ICE and THP agents sealed off the Costco parking lot area. According to witnesses, the agents stormed the area using unmarked vehicles and plainclothes, causing panic among both customers and employees. Several videos circulating on X showed scenes of chaos, with dozens of people being handcuffed and loaded onto unmarked white vans. A large quantity of fake documents, cash, and some illegal weapons were also seized during the operation. By September 2025, the incident continued to be the focus of political and social debates. DHS announced that the Costco raid was part of a broader strategy to strengthen immigration law enforcement under President Donald Trump's administration. According to an ICE report dated August 15th, the Nashville operation led to the arrest of 196 undocumented immigrants, including individuals accused of serious crimes such as rape, domestic assault, and ties to gangs like MS-13 and Tren de Aragua. Notable cases included a 39-year-old Mexican citizen who had been deported 6 times and was convicted of domestic assault and sexual relations with a minor, as well as a 33-year-old Salvadoran citizen affiliated with MS-13, wanted for murder in his home country. However, ICE also acknowledged that nearly half of those arrested had no criminal records. This raised concerns about whether the operation targeted the right individuals or was simply a mass dragnet. According to the Nashville Banner, among 468 traffic stops related to the operation in Nashville from early May to August, only 12 people were arrested by THP for other offenses, while 94 were detained by ICE for immigration reasons. DHS data shows that in fiscal year 2025, similar operations nationwide led to over 2,000 arrests, with 60% involving immigrants without criminal records. The raid triggered a strong backlash from the Nashville community, especially in immigrant-heavy areas. Many immigrant rights organizations, such as the Tennessee Immigrant and Refugee Rights Coalition, condemned the operation as a form of racial profiling and indiscriminate roundup. According to TIRC, in the 4 days following the raid, they received over 800 calls to their legal support hotline, and the Community Foundation of Middle Tennessee's Belonging Fund raised $200,000 to aid affected families, with more than $30,000 distributed immediately. These groups argued that many of those arrested, including some with valid documents like asylum applications, were detained simply for not carrying identification. On the X platform, the incident generated a wave of heated discussions, reflecting deep divisions in public opinion. A post from the IceGov account on September 5, 2025, highlighted the success of Operation Patriot 2.0 in Nashville, claiming that sanctuary city policies had left a mess that ICE was cleaning up.
Here on this Friday afternoon, thanks so much for being with us here. Let's keep it moving.
The post received support from some users like Bruce Hatch 7, who wrote, "America says thanks to ICE for the good work. Trump, good job," with 1 like. However, other posts were sharply critical. User Suzerizo1 on August 27th shared a video of a gardener being detained by ICE on the street, accusing agents of using a taser to keep him quiet, garnering over 6,900 likes and 3,250 shares. Another post from John Favs on August 25th described a woman detained and mistreated by ICE, sparking outrage with thousands of interactions. Nashville Mayor Freddie O'Connell, a Democrat, spoke out against the way the operation was carried out. He stated that the city was not notified in advance about the raid and that local police, Metro Nashville Police Department, were not involved. O'Connell requested that ICE release the list and charges for the 191 unidentified arrestees, emphasizing that Nashville is not a sanctuary city by legal definition and that violent crime in the city had decreased. However, Republican lawmakers in Tennessee, such as Senator Marsha Blackburn, accused O'Connell of obstructing federal law enforcement, leading to an investigation by the U.S. House of Representatives. The Costco raid occurred amid Tennessee's escalation of tough immigration policies. In January 2025, Governor Bill Lee became the first Republican governor to declare readiness to deploy the National Guard to assist in deporting undocumented immigrants. A bill passed that same month banned sanctuary city policies and expanded authority for local law enforcement to aid ICE. However, Nashville and Memphis contested being listed as sanctuary cities by DHS, asserting compliance with state law. According to Metro Police data, the South Nashville area where the raid took place recorded over 2,300 crimes in 2025, accounting for 19% of the city's total. However, local leaders like Representative John Ray Clemens argued that the area is being unfairly stigmatized as a crime hub. Meanwhile, an ICE report indicated that in the third quarter of 2025, operations in Tennessee led to the arrest of over 2,500 undocumented immigrants, with 40% having no criminal records. Regarding economic impact, many local businesses in South Nashville reported sharp revenue drops after the raid, as the immigrant community limited outings out of fear. A conservative council member, Courtney Johnston, warned that such operations could harm Nashville's tourism and construction industries, which rely heavily on immigrant labor. A University of Tennessee study in July 2025 estimated that mass deportation campaigns could reduce the state's GDP by 2% due to labor shortages in key industries. The Costco raid in Nashville in August 2025 was a significant event, highlighting tensions between border security and human rights in the U.S. From a neutral perspective, the operation demonstrated the federal government's determination to enforce immigration laws, but it also raised questions about transparency, fairness, and long-term community impacts. Posts on X reflected profound polarization. One side praised ICE for protecting public safety, while the other condemned the operation for harming immigrant families and local businesses. As of September 8, 2025, investigations are ongoing, and Nashville remains at the center of the immigration debate. Americans can follow updates from official sources like ice.gov or nashvillebanner.com for more details. This article has utilized reliable sources and perspectives from social media to provide a comprehensive view. For a deeper understanding, readers can refer to statements from DHS, CBP, or reports from Reuters, The Guardian, and WOLA.
Prostitution, crimes of violence. We had over a dozen. So let's just be mindful of it. Along with
It's like 50-50 right now.
it's time to go, right? Gotcha.
Order is possible, but order isn't always comfortable.
What immigration.
I don't need a warrant. I'm not that unfairly twisted. Una hora de partir.
¿Habla inglés o español?
She's translating for a fellow Nashvilleian who says his brother texted.
What country are you from? Documents, identification.
Sir, how are you feeling right now? Can I ask your reaction?
No.
Go take off your shoes for me. It's all good.
Their scare tactics and they're inhumane.
In Nashville, Rob Coles.
Fuck you! Why are you doing anything now? Why are you doing it?
Oh, George.
For the last 14 days. Have you had fever? Sore throat?
He's got a recent conviction for driving under the influence of alcohol.
On an otherwise calm Thursday afternoon, shoppers at a Southern California Costco.
He's got it. Can you open the door for me? Yes, sir.
Within hours, more than 1,500 individuals were detained.
Department of Homeland Security's ICE field office on Brickchurch Pike.
Like I said, we're going to go ahead and take you somewhere else. We're going to put you in a little bit more...
Step up here. Check. Watch your head.
ICE agents moved quickly and professionally, targeting a group linked to identity.
And leaders like Representative
has nearly 30 years.
They were scrambling to understand if
in past cases, like the 350 arrests,
Representative Mark Green support ICE.
Supporters of the ICE operation,
such as garment manufacturing in Los Angeles,
Executed immigration enforcement operations.
Audits are underway, and ICE has signaled that fine.
There was no chaos because
Guys already know many of the workers.
the Trump administration says it's lawful immigration detainment. Other counties are expanding their involvement with ICE through what's called
growing, and no industry appears off limits.
Showing us who exactly dozens of officers did.
Store accountability in a city where